Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you for staying with us. We continue this morning having conversations. We're going to turn our conversation now this morning, speaking with one of our interns here at the Tobago Updates Television, Miss Tanisha Williams. She's here as a part of the Yes program, and so we're going to have some conversations with her this morning. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course, a pleasure for being here this morning on the show with us. Now, you have been interning with us through the Yes program. How has it been being in studio and seeing the operations behind the scenes? I know some people only see what is on the camera, but you are behind and you're seeing the actual production and how things happen. What is it like for you?
Okay, so I would have started at Tobago Updates the first week in July. So they placed me here, and when I first came in, like I wasn't familiar with the environment. So when I came in and I saw all you had this setup and whatnot, I said, this is actually a really good production, what you all have going on here. And you all spoke about some of the programs you all have for the television and whatnot. I said, those are some really good shows and whatnot. I said, so it's a really good idea and a thing you all have going here in this organization.
All right. And what has it, what is your role and responsibility? What are some of the things you do during your shift while you're in the studio?
Okay, so one of my role and responsibility is to look for topics that are trending in Tobago, so I could be able to write stories for the television news at 6:30. So I have to create stories and whatnot.
And this is something new for you, something different to what you're used to.
It's not what I'm used to. So it took me out of my environment, in terms of where I have to, and obviously you went to school, you have to write stories and whatnot, but now you have to shape it in a different way to make sure that it makes sense and it's trending for the news. And you have to also sometimes, based on the type of news and based on the type of story you do, you have to be able to voice it and whatnot. So being able to come out of my comfort zone to be able to voice. At first, when I did my first voice, I was like, woo. I was shaking everything, but as time progressed, I find that I'm becoming more comfortable with being able to voice my stories and whatnot. So it takes time to be able to get comfort and come out of your comfort zone when things are not used to what you are comfortable to. Yeah.
Right. And in terms of the support from the production team and all the staff here at Tobago Updates Television, how has it been? Have they embraced you and are showing you the ropes? And I know sometimes when we down to the wire and the deadline is coming up, I know sometimes it can be a rush and everybody wants to get what they have to get on time so we can air. In terms of the support from the team, how has it been for you?
I would say the support has been excellent. Even though you have to rush to get things done, they are always there to guide you throughout the way. So one of my supervisor, Patricia, she is the editors, and she makes sure I make sure and follow up with her, say this is the story I'm doing today, and she's like, okay, great. And then she says, well, when you're finished you could always send it to me. So she has been guiding us. She was the first one who showed us what to do in terms of creating the story for the news, and that's how I was able to grasp the idea of it and be able to do my own stories, which she has said is really good.
That's Patricia Nicholson Richardson, and she is the head of news here at Tobago Updates Television, and of course giving you all the support that you need, because what we do here is we really want to encourage people and expose people to as many areas in the production aspect as possible. And we have more interns, and some of them are doing the actual production, some of them are on camera, and so many different things. We saw Jolene Dan out there in the field, doing her thing as well. And so we're so happy that you guys are here and having this experience. So after the Yes program, or even before the Yes program ends, we're waiting on one specific type of information, which we call exam results. Yes. So exam results are soon to come out. And how do you feel in terms of all the work that you did to get you to exams? And what are you anticipating?
Okay, so leading up to exams, before exams even started, I would have created a plan of what I wanted to do. So I had a whole study timetable. I wrote out the entire syllable in different notebooks based on the subjects I'm doing to be able to prepare and not be hectic. So it wouldn't be hectic when the time come up. So it was a free flow and whatnot. So in terms of, I'd had a lot of sleepless nights. I was staying up until 12 or 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes my granny used to be like, oh, why are you not going to bed? You're not tired. You have to go and get rest. You have to sleep to be able to make the brain work and whatnot. But like you have to get things done if you want to achieve greatness. So I feel like I did put in the work, and this exam season, when results come out, I'm hoping to see that I achieved what I wanted to achieve based on the type of work I put in.
And I do, of course, wish you the very best when your exam results come out, of course, in the next couple of weeks, I think it's coming out.
It doesn't have a confirmed date as yet. So based on, well, for me, I don't know, I've like been anticipating it. I would have took it upon myself and gone ahead and looked at last year when the results came out. I was like, I said, oh, they didn't take that long. It took like 40 something days. And like this year, I understand that exams would have finished earlier, but like it's coming up on 50 something days since the results have not been released. We are not getting any updates and whatnot. So I'm like, oh, what's happening? Is it coming out in August? Is it coming out the first week? When is it coming out? Let us have like a sort of update so we know to prepare ourselves.
So we have to ask those questions, of course. When are the exam results coming out for CXC this year? The persons who wrote the exams, they are very anxious and waiting in anticipation for the results coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having candid conversation this morning with one of our interns here from the YES program, Tanisha Williams, working with the Tobago Updates television family for the July-August summer vacation period. And of course, coming out of her shell and speaking on things that are not customary for her, coming out of her comfort zone, and of course, immersing herself into what she's been called to do here at the studios. And so I want to wish you all the best as you continue to intern with us.
Thank you.
I do hope that you learn additional skills, not just in the production area, but skills that you can take with you as you go to the next stage of your life. You know, life skills that you can practice, whether it is beating your deadlines. That's a skill that you really have to get, especially when you get to adulthood and there are more demands that will come on you. I do hope that you grasp some type of skills that you can look back and say, yes, because I interned at the Tobago Updates television, I was able to learn this particular thing that is now an asset for me as I go forward in my profession and my career. So all the very best to you, Tanisha, and thank you so much for joining us on set this morning for the morning show on Tobago Updates television. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so happy that you stayed with us this morning. You know, of course, our programming took a little different course this morning, and we're so happy that you chose to stay with us this morning. We really, really appreciate you so much. As I said earlier, that you are the reason why we are the #1 morning show here in Trinidad and Tobago. We could not do this without you, without your encouragement, without your comments, without your critique. We appreciate you so much, and we're so happy that you stayed with us. We have to go for a short break, and as you go for a break, of course, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.